Hey guys, welcome back. This is Summer with Bewitching Bubbles and Beauty. I am going to be making some bath bombs tonight. I'm actually going to be making surprise bombs for my baby nieces. They love surprise bombs. And I did plan to really make them something special and some unicorn bombs that were going to be so cute, but I did not get around to it. And now here it is. Down to the wire, so I'm having to make these quick. So, because of that, they may not be exactly what I wanted. They're going to be more basic bombs, but they'll be cute still. And I know a lot of people were wondering, I've seen a lot of people in forums and things asking, you know, how do we do the surprise bombs? And so I thought I would just do a video of that. And so basically, I've already gone ahead and I have put my surprises inside these capsules. Just a little gumball capsule, like that. Sometimes I put them jewelry, there's some money, different things, you know. They do subscribe to my channel, so I won't be able to post this until after I give them their presents. Or I just won't be able to show you all the rest of the capsules. You just saw one. So all I'm doing now, I can't share my recipe. It is a paid recipe. I modified it, but I still cannot share the base of this recipe. So for that reason, I went ahead and just put all my ingredients together. But you guys know there's tons and tons of free recipes online. There's a great group on Facebook called Simply Free that has a lot of great recipes. And then there's also Bath Bombs and Bath Bomb Sisters, and that's a great group as well. There's a lot of paid recipes that are awesome too. I just happen to really love this one, and it was actually really cheap. I paid $5, and for somebody else's work and time putting something together like that, that's very, very, very cheap. And then I just tweaked it and made some changes to make it a little bit more to my liking. So I've already got that mixed up. I've already got my liquids mixed up. So basically what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to make this multiple colors. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my measuring cup that I used in my baking soda. Well, you know what? Because I want to get the liquid mixed in, I'm going to mix the liquid in this first. And once I mix the liquid in, excuse me guys, this baking soda and all this stuff is kind of irritating my throat a little. So I'm trying not to breathe too much right now. But I'm going to go ahead and mix in my liquids. I'm probably going to have to add some more fragrance because it's a little bit, I added a little extra dry ingredients and liquid ingredients to this batch. So I just got, oh gosh, that's killing me. Sometimes guys, sometimes I do use the hand mixers, but I don't always do that, and right now I do not have them clean. I've got to wash them. So I just decided to do it by hand and just wear gloves. And you know, anytime, I always wear gloves when I'm making bath bombs because I always keep my nails kind of done and I don't want to ruin my manicure. But also it's for sanitary purposes. And you know, these are for my nieces, so they're not going to be worried if I touched them. But if you're making these to sell or for other people, you know, for sanitary purposes, people don't want you touching all over stuff that you're giving them. So you just going to want to mix your liquids in by hand. And I start out doing it like this, and then as I mix that in, then I will really go in with my hands in a minute. So right now I just try to get some kind of liquids, you know, all throughout. And then once I feel like there's a little bit of liquids everywhere in here, or as much as I'm going to get anyway, and sometimes I will take this mix, dump it down in my cup, and then just, well, I don't usually use a cup, honestly. I usually use glass, but like I said, I procrastinated this time, and my stuff is dirty that I needed to use. And I had a box of stuff over here that I needed to wash after making stuff the other day, and I haven't done it yet. So too much going on with Christmas. So I just went ahead and used a cup this time. And I may reuse that cup because I did not make embeds, so I'm probably going to put a little bit of mix in a couple of cups and just mix the color straight into that. And then when I do that, I will just make that be an embed. It just won't be a solid embed. You can still do embeds even if you didn't have time to do the solid ones. You just mix your color up and then you just drop that in where you wanted to put your embeds. So no big deal, but you got to really get your hands in here and mix this up. And if you feel like you got it too wet or anything, you know, you can always add a little bit more baking soda and citric or something. But I know you guys, if you've made bath bombs before, you know what you're looking for is kind of the wet sand consistency. And it's really, I don't know, it's just real touchy with that. It's got to be just right. If you get it too wet, then you'll get those ugly spots like warts on your bath bombs. And if you get it too dry, then they'll be powdery and break. So I like to mix, and then I'll go through and go like this, you know, just rub it through my hands, you know, good with the gloves on, just to make sure I get any clumps out. And I sift it as I go. You know, when I'm putting in my ingredients, I sift them just to keep less clumps. But when you start putting the liquids in, you're still going to get some pieces that clump up. And just by doing this, you just make sure you get the liquids more evenly distributed and get everything mixed up good. And I'm not going to go too crazy on it right now because I am going to separate this out into bowls and add. But right now, if you see if you can like mix a hunk together and drop it and it doesn't break, you're probably good. You know, it's pretty solid. You have to hit it pretty hard to break it. So I'm good with this. So I'm just going to take a handful at a time to my other bowls. I could get a measuring cup and do all that, but I'm just not. I'm just going to do a handful at a time like that. And let's see. Yeah, okay. I just want to kind of keep my colors somewhat even. It's not, they don't have to be exact. I'm making unicorn themed bombs for them, so let's see if I had. I'm making unicorn themed bombs for them. Alright, I'm going to put some of that in there for an embed, and I'm going to get another cup like that. I should have done that first. So I use these, let's see. I use these plastic cups for a lot of stuff just to save me having to, let's see, that's good. Just to save me from having to wash a lot of extra dishes. So, alright, so for, let me take this little mixy stick. Okay, for my colors, I'm gonna go, let's see, we're gonna go with a yellow, and this is Yellow Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soaps. I don't want to go crazy on the color. I'll see how it looks after I mix it. I don't want to go crazy on the color because I do want them to be more pastel colored than bright. And then I'm going to go with some Purple Vibrance in one of my containers. And again, I'm just going to take, and you guys do whatever you want. I'm just going to take a little, you know, tip of a stir stick like that, and I might do two like that for the amount of mix I have until I see if that's, you know, enough for what I want. And I'm going to do yellow, purple, pink, and blue. Let's see. And then I'm going to do my embeds green, and a darker blue. I've got to grab a blue real quick, and then I've got to grab my Lake and Dye. I forgot to do that. Let's see. And let's just go ahead and go with Blue Vibrance, just because I haven't used it yet, and I want to see if it turns out more vibrant than I wanted. That's okay. Let's get ourselves a few bath bombs going and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Our little, I'm just mixing our little color pops over here real quick, guys, because I think I might have put too much alcohol in those. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use, I just alcoholed these. They've just literally gotten bath bomb mix in them. So I'm going to do a little yellow, a little purple, a little pink, and a little blue. And then I'm going to dig a little hole in the center. And this is where you do your prize things. I put mine down in there like that, and I just push it on in. And then I'm gonna use the yellow for. So I need to make these round because I'm gonna use the yellow because I've got more yellow. To be the one that I mix over. So we're just going to do like that. I'm just going to literally just pop some mix on top, press it like that with my hand very, very lightly. You do not want to compact it too much, guys, because if you press it down really hard, what's going to happen is it's going to be really smashed down on the outside and the center is going to be weak. And you don't want that when you're making bath bombs. You want to, when you push it together, you want that to be when everything, you know, packs in. Because if not, you're going to have a bath bomb that cracks in the middle. I don't know if I just made any sense with that, but basically, you just don't want to pack it all in. You want it to pack when you push these two together. You shouldn't have to strain and like force it. If you do that correctly, you're going to have bath bombs that float. And I'm going to have to pop this a little. I was hoping not to have to do that because these are my stainless steel ones, so sometimes I don't have to pop these. But you can bang them, and they're fine. Okay, so there is my first cotton candy bath bomb. So pretty. That's pretty. I'm going to put it over here. And oh, I forgot to do any embeds in that one. God, you guys don't let me do that again. Don't let me do that. Alright. So funny. Alrighty. Alright. And I'm just kind of poking around to kind of mix the colors up a little. Sometimes I'll use a skewer for that. And sometimes I just don't, so I might try to mix this one a little bit better so we can get some prettier colors. Alright, and then I'm going to pop a little, gosh, I hate I did that on that first one, guys, because that's going to mean there's really not going to be color in that bath bomb. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making an indentation. I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to make like 3. I'm taking a spoon of my blue, not even a spoon, just a little, you know, that. Popping it in there, taking a spoon of my green, popping it down in there, and I'm taking another spoon of my green because that one's going to be more compact for me, and I'm popping it in there. And then I'm going to just put a little bit more of these colors. And then I'm going to pop my yellow on. And again, I am not pressing down at all, you guys. I'm literally just cupping my hand over it. You do not want to press it down hard, because then you are going to end up with a bath bomb that falls apart, I promise you. Unless it's too wet or something, then you maybe could do that and get by with it, but it's still going to have some issues. I don't know. At least that's my experience. Somebody else may be different, but that is my experience with it. I've had a really lot of experience with bath bombs that broke before I figured this out well. And I'll tell you guys who has a great YouTube video that explains all this really well. And that's who I watched and got that from. It's Atomic Balm. There is my next one. I got a lot more colors on that one. That's pretty. Okay. But yeah, she's got a fabulous explanation of this on her channel. And if you guys have not ever watched her, then might I suggest that you go check that out, because it is, I hope I did the embed in that one, the surprise in that one. Y'all just don't know, I'll have two mad little girls if they get one that does not have a prize. So, alright, so I'm just very gently doing that one. Now, a little yellow, a little pink, a little purple, a little blue, and then I'm going to just kind of mix that up a little in there just because I want it to, and then I'm going to make my indentions for my colors to go in. And honestly, guys, these are just bath bomb mix with color in it, so it really doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to put some more blue in this one. And this is literally just to give it a little interest and some color in the water. So it doesn't matter if, like, your indentions don't say. I normally do these differently. I normally have them already like hard shapes, and that works better. But I did not have time to make those today. Okay, camera cut off because I'm talking way too much, but I did catch it before it went on. So we're still on the same exact bath bomb, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let me try to, again, I'm not trying to press down the mix so much, as I'm just trying to make like a little indention to put this mix in, so that it won't come out to the end. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little green to that one. And you guys, the green and the blue, the green is a dye, the blue is lakes, and together they'll make a nice pretty teal kind of color. So I really like to mix those a lot. So I'm just adding more of all these other colors. Again, it smells so good. And let's see, let's just add a little bit more pink because we have more pink, and I'm running low on my yellow. And we will pop those two together. Alright. And then once you get the two together, you just want to, make sure you press them in nice and tight. And that's when everything gets compressed. And that's when you end up with a nice, structured bath bomb. So, there you go. I did squeeze that one off instead of banging it out. And sometimes you can do that with the stainless. When you squeeze them just enough, they'll let... Oh, I messed that one up, guys. Alright, so... Let's do this. Sometimes if you have an accident like this, you can clean out your mold and dump some more loose mix in there. Pop it back on. Pop this side back on. And squish them back in. And sometimes that will fix it. If it doesn't, then we'll start this bath bomb over. but it may just be that I pressed the surprise too close to the end, which is what I'm afraid happened, and I probably should have just banged it out instead of trying to squeeze it off like that. So lessons learned, and hope you guys did too. So let's pop that side off first and see if we were able to fix it or no. Okay, looks like we did. So look at that, guys, see? So sometimes you can fix it when you have a little faux pas like that. You guys, if you are not Royal Appleberry subscribers, you should be. But you guys go over and check out her channel. She does a GoFundMe every year for somebody that needs something, you know, needs some kind of help in their life for whatever reason. And I'm not going to get into what her GoFundMe is about this year, but you guys, if you haven't gone over there and checked that out, please do, because it's really nice. This is the time of year to help other people, and it's a really nice thing, and she does so much always to help other people, and I would really like for people to go and support her GoFundMe. And I just think that she's a really good, sweet person, and when she's trying to help someone else, I definitely want to help people go help her. So you guys go and check that channel out if you're not a subscriber, which probably most of you are, but just in case. She's an awesome soap maker too. Wow, I have no idea how long this was off, you guys, but I'm just getting to the point of piping, and my piping bag was too small for what I needed to do today, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult than normal, but we will manage. Hold on, let me see here. I should have gotten bigger piping bags. And you know the other problem? Dang This is just... I'm going to have to pull one of these out, I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to pull one of these out, guys, and just do one color at a time. That's just all I can do. So, okay, I'm going to pull that one out. And then, I can go more down in here. Okay, that's better. Alright, so, I don't even know if y'all can see me or not. Let's see. I'm kind of in frame. Because I'm just going to basically go through and do the bottom row on each one. And then go back and do the next row. That way I'll have like alternating colors. And I really did not make my icing damp enough because I was worried about it being dry in time for what I needed. So usually it's a lot smoother than this going on. So I don't want y'all to judge Tammy's icing because of that. That is all me. All me. That's what happens when you are in a big rush. Because you procrastinate until the last minute to do something. I hope you guys are able to see. I know you're able to see some of them. I'm just not sure if you're able to see all of them. Okay, let's see if I can get one more out of here. Maybe. Maybe. And then we'll probably have one that'll be like tester that won't have much of anything. tip. I added on a little gold star, like when I wish upon a star, or when you wish upon a star. Yeah, so here's a couple of the other ones, guys. I think they turned out pretty cute. First time I've tried to do that whole multicolored piping, really, so I'm okay with it. And I'm just going to add a little bit more to this one. This down a little further. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed making my little unicorns with me. Bye!